Welcome to Paris, the capital city of France, the largest country in the European Union and the most visited country in the world, with over 80 million visitors and tourists each year, many of whom come to see the famous sights and landmarks of Paris. And for a 10th consecutive year, Paris and the Stade de Coubertin plays host to the Yonex French Open, one of the 12 annual Super Series tournaments, the elite tier of tournament in the sport of badminton. 12 events that span the globe, and this, the Yonex French Open, is the 10th event on the MetLife BWF World Superseries. Not only the 12 tournaments, but also we have the season-ending championships, the Super Series finals, and the destination for those Super Series finals is once again Dubai. Well, it's finals day today, and what a lineup we've got. We're starting with women's doubles, and one of the two pairs will win a first ever Super Series title as a pair. We've got the two-time and reigning world junior champions Qingchen and Yifan up against the Koreans Chang and Lee So-hee. Then women's singles, and a first ever singles player from the whole American continent to contest a Super Series final. Zhang Beiwen of America up against the left-handed He Bingjiao of China. Then it's men's doubles, and for a second consecutive Super Series tournament, a second in 2 weeks, Isara and Puang Puapet appear in the final. They're up against the former champions Matthias Boe and Carsten Mogensen, looking for a third title here in Paris. Then we have mixed doubles, and Go Sung-kyung and Kim Ha-na, the defending champions, trying to become the first mixed doubles pair to retain a title here at the French Super Series. They're up against a pair in great form, a fifth consecutive Super Series tournament final for Zheng Jiwei and Qingchen in her second final of the day. Then we finish with men's singles, and it's youth versus experience. Shi Uchi, the gold medalist from the Youth Olympic Games 2 years ago, up against Lee Hyunil, who's competing in his first Super Series tournament final for 8 years. And by reaching the final today, he becomes the oldest singles finalist ever at a Super Series tournament. Well, this is the Super Series standings at the moment in the women's doubles, and I can tell you that after this week in Paris, there won't be many changes. The top 8 pairs will remain the same, which of course means that Chang Na and Lee So-hee in today's final, whether they win or lose today's final, will remain at number 6. But their opponents, Qingchen and Yifan, currently at 14, will move up 5 places and come into the top 10 at number 9. Well, as far as the women's doubles draw is concerned, by quarter-final stage, we only had 5 different nations, 2 Japanese pairs, 2 Chinese pairs, 2 Indonesian pairs, and only 5 of the 7 seeds that started, because we lost the number 8 seeds, Muskins and Peak, before the tournament got underway. By semi-final stage, 2 Chinese pairs, 3 different nations, but only 2 seeded pairs. And now we're down to the final 2, the Chinese youngsters against the more experienced pair from Korea. So it is the unseeded Qingchen and Yifan of China up against the number 6 seeds, Chang Na and Lee So-hee. So the countdown clock to the emergence of the finalists for our first final this afternoon from the Stade de Coubertin. And it is the world junior champions who lead the 2 pairs out, along with the youngsters, the mascots that bring the players onto court. Two times they've won the World Junior Championships. As a pair, this is their first Super Series tournament final. Chang Na and Lee So-hee in their second Super Series tournament final as a pair. They reached the final of their home event last year in Korea. So our court officials, Cornelia Schroeder of Germany, the umpire, and Mark Kine of Belgium, our service judge for this first final. Well, there's only one player on court who's ever won a Super Series title, and that is Qingchen, who's contesting 2 finals today. She has won 1 Super Series title in the women's doubles. That was in Australia earlier this year with Bao Yi-sin. And she's won 1 Super Series title in the mixed doubles. That was in Japan with Cheng Shiwei. Well, for this lady, Zhang Yana, it's her 4th Super Series tournament final. Not only second with her partner of today, she also reached the final of the Malaysian women's doubles with Zhang Kyung-Ung. And mixed doubles, the China Masters back in 2011. She's 26 years of age, the left-hander. She and her partner have gone up 1 place in the world ranking this week to number 7. They have been as high as 5. And as we saw, they're number 6 on the Super Series standings at the moment. Lee So-hee is 22 from Ulsan. And they, as individuals, have both won World Championship medals. Zhang Yana, a silver medal in the women's doubles in Guangzhou in 2013, and Lee So-hee, a bronze medal a year later. But as far as their results in this tournament are concerned, well, they had qualifiers in the first 2 rounds, no seeded opposition, a quarter-final against Della Destiara Harris and Rosita Ika Putrasari, who had put out the Olympic bronze medalists Zhang Kyung-ung and Shin Sung-chan. And then in the semi-final, they defeated a pair promoted from the qualifying, Huang Dongping and Li Yihui. And that was 2 straight games for 57 minutes. So all of their matches, 2 straight games for the Korean pair. As far as the Chinese youngsters are concerned, well, they're both 19 years of age. Here, Qingchen, born in Guangdong province. They're currently 14 in the world. They went up 1 place on the world ranking on Thursday, but they have spent a total of 15 weeks as world number 12s. Yifan, born in the city of Tianjin, coastal city, made famous by a tragedy last year with a massive explosion in storage hangars. But this pair have really had a tremendous tournament so far. Second round, they beat the number 5 seeds, Liu Ying and Luo Yu, former world number 1s and beaten finalists at this event last year. In the quarterfinal, they beat the Olympic silver medalists, Camilla Rutayul and Christina Pedersen. In the semi-final, they beat the Olympic gold medalists, Mizaki Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi. They had to save 4 match points in their second game of that match of the semi-final before winning in 1 hour and 39 minutes. Well, this, as you can see, is the 5th meeting between these 2 pairs. Of the previous 4 occasions, the Chinese have won 3 of them. In fact, the last 3 meetings, last time they met was in the second round of the Singapore Super Series. That was 2 straight games, 21-19, 21-11. So a second Super Series tournament final for this Korean pair, a first for the Chinese pair.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Qingchen, Yifan, China. And on my left, Yi-so-hee, Korea. To serve to Chang. Level. Play.
So the women's doubles final here at the Yonex French Open. Well, the Chinese youngsters had such tremendous matches over the last 2 days, beating the Olympic silver and then the Olympic gold medalists. I wonder if emotionally, if not physically, it's taken its toll. 1 hour and 39 minutes for their semi-final victory yesterday against Matsutomo and Takahashi. So it's the left-handed Chang making the difference in that rally. Oh, that's landed well in. My goodness, that's a misjudgment from Yifan, the left-hander. It's not even close in badminton terms. Well, whichever pair wins today's final, it will be the 7th different pair to win a Super Series women's doubles title this year. And of course, we're at our 10th event. Chinese pairs have a very, very good record here at the French Open. They've won 8 times, pairs from China, over the 9 previous French Opens, while it's been a Super Series. The Super Series only came into existence in 2007. Nice change of pace. Well, the only time since the inception of the Super Series that a Chinese pair hasn't won the women's doubles title here at the French Open was 2010. Duanganong Arunkeson and Kunchela Vorovici Chaikul from Thailand. Yes. Well, I was very, very impressed over the last couple of days with these Chinese youngsters. Oh, in fact, all tournament I've been impressed with them. Well finished off from Lee So-hee. She herself was twice World Junior Champion. And with her former partner, Chen. First pair in any doubles discipline at World Junior Championships to win 2 consecutive gold medals. Other players had won consecutive doubles titles, but never pairs. They were the first. I wonder if it's fatigue or whether she's a little bit nervous with this being her first ever Super Series tournament final. All the other players on court have experienced this scenario before, but not Yifan.
往前靠啊！中前场有机会打硬一点啊，不要抹来抹去的。
Both pairs wanting to get on the attack, wanting to hit the shuttle in a downward direction. But the quality of defense is absolutely superb. It's so difficult to break down that defense. I think that's the longest rally of the match so far.
分边打，接发球分边打。
Coaches Qingchen and Qingchen. Oh, that's a lovely backhand. My goodness, that's superb. And so he. Good judgment that time from the left-handed Yifan.
调整一下，调整一下。好的啊。6, 8.
That's incredible. Super angle. That's incredible retrieval there. Yifan. Look at that. Amazing. Good flick serve. Well, there have been Korean pairs who have won this French Open previously, but never since it was a Super Series. The last Korean pair to win the women's doubles here was 26 years ago, in 1990, when Chung Hyung-hee and Wang He-young won their third women's doubles title here in 1990. Well, bounced on the top of the tape, but fell back the Korean side.
8, 9.
Well taken. It was the shot before, though, that did the damage. That one. Great defence off the forehand. No, it's too short, that low serve. I think that's the first service error of the match, isn't it? Oh, good defence again. So's that. Oh, it's just long. Yeah, it's good pressure. And it is the Chinese youngsters who have the advantage at the mid-game interval, albeit just one solitary point. Li Yongbo, head coach to the Chinese team. Five of the last 6 points going to the Chinese pair.
第三拍是控制底线啊，第三拍控制底线。
That's well taken, very well taken. 6 of the last 7 points now. Oh, 7-9 down. That's good play from Chen. she's a really busy player on court, Qingchen. And of course, with her in 2 finals today, she's trying to become only the 7th female player in Super Series history to win 2 titles at the same Super Series event. Only one man that's achieved that, and that's Lee Yong-dae, who achieved it twice.
괜찮아, 안 끊으면 돼. 자신 있게 공격하자, 공격.
Oh, this is an extraordinary run, isn't it? Eight of the last 9 points. Oh, and so the run continues.
괜찮아, 다시 하면 돼, 다시.
서비스 의식하지 말고
No
서비스
wonder
리턴
the
들어간 사람
Koreans
하나만
asked for a
해주면
quick
하나.
timeout. Surprised that the umpire has allowed that. Obviously just want to break the run of the Chinese pair.
改完他掉了以后，挡网一定要贴上去，不给他放网，放网就推他，啊，打阴影别抹来抹去，啊。
Chang, silver medalist at the World Championships in Guangzhou in 2013 with Hye-won. Copious notes being taken.
하나씩, 하나씩.
So 10 of the last 11 points. Oh, service fault called. Well, Kine, our service judge.
11-17.
Oh, that's brilliant defence. Yeah. Crouched down and drove the shuttle back. Zhang Yana getting it over the heads of Qingchen.
调整一下，调整一下。这发球不用推死他啊，只要是让他从底线出球就可
Very
以了
deep。in their defensive stance, weren't they? Points from this opening game. Two-time World Junior champions. That's just so good, it really is. A perfect low serve. hunting the third shot, intercepting. And game point opportunities.
Fine.
14-20.
推开底线啊！
Good placement of the smash towards the left hip of the left-hander. Ideal.
接发球要调整一下，你顺着他放，停一下，推开跟边，是吧？别急。
Third game point opportunity for the Chinese pair. Oh, it's landed in. Yeah, she could have played it. Yifan.
16-20.
没问题啊，防守不要放慢啊。
Service error gifts the opening game to Qingchen and Yifan. 21-16 confirms the umpire. A little over 21 minutes for game number 1. Oh, Chinese coach getting very animated. She was yesterday. It was hardly surprising when her juniors, her youngsters, they're out of juniors now. They can't compete in the World Junior Championships this year. Well, we have had reigning World Junior Champions win Super Series titles previously. Of course, most recently, Qingchen in the mixed doubles with Chen in the Japan Super Series. So the coaches have had their say. Players back. Solibad sign. That is a French-based charity supported by so many of the top badminton players. Badminton Without Borders, Solibad. They've been doing some terrific work of late with orphanages around the world and immigrants in camps, and this is a good start. Once again, they look full of confidence now, didn't they? I thought that Yifan looked a little bit nervous to start with, but she's really settled now. Yeah, look at that. Standard left and right combination, set play, smash straight down the line. The left-hander looking for the straight reply. She apologises for hitting her opponent.
자, 리턴 보자.
feather flew out of the shuttle there. Koreans just can't find a way through on the defensive play. Chinese defence just too solid, and not only solid, they're turning their defensive play into their own attacking play so well. So good at the front of the court. Qingchen, probably the most busy player in the women's doubles discipline right now. Always changing her positioning, always looking for the half opportunities. Oh, that's fantastic. What great skill. What great control. Well, I think the Koreans have got to vary their low serves a little bit, because the left-handed Yifan just using the backhand return there, playing it deep into court, putting too much pressure on the Koreans. And look at the difference on the Korean return of serve, just lifting the shuttle. That's a nice change of pace. It was the drop shot that did the damage. Well, the Koreans seem to have lost their belief here. Judgment lets it drop wide, and a 7-point advantage at the mid-game interval here in the second game.
之前站稳了再接，不要因为精力下来以后光去打自己习惯捅出去的，站稳停一下分开，他基本上架起来我们就可以攻了，不用着急去跟他抢，这是一个接发的一个精力上的一个准备。第二个是防守图先出直线，先挑直线，别啪啪先拉对角，从对角开始，先从直线
Something
开
I
始
think
往对
being
角。
said there about the defence and the need to turn defensive play into attacking play. Seem to be saying the Chinese coach by her gestures that keep driving it back and don't be afraid to play cross court. You've got to get it over the head of the one at the net. Yeah, Korean supporters. Good crowd as always here at the Stade de Coubertin. Oh, goodness me. Yeah. Frightened the players. What on earth happened there? Something with the public address system. Woke us all up. I like the idea.
先跳啊！ 别急别急，先跳啊，跳上来再杀。
Yeah, it was definitely the right shot to try. Oh, this is a good little run.
没事啊，正常
4
啊。
points
耐
since
心。
the mid-game interval, and all 4 points going to the Korean pair. Well. 6 straight points. And now just 1 point in it.
想战术啊，想战术，打底线。
Stopped. Oof, that was close, wasn't it? It was out. It was a great call by the line judge.
자, 드라이브 걸면 준비하자. 빠르게 오니까 준비.
Oh, great reach. Yeah. Then the flatter smash from Chen. Well, this interception there from Li So-hee,
没问题啊，
that
来
was
来，
terrific.
没问题。
Didn't think she would be able to reach
自
it.
信一点。
Nicely played.
主要是自己的精力，先吊，再杀，
13 false.
精力集中。
Li Hongyan on the right as we looked at them, former French #1. Yeah, she started to move for it, Li So-hee, then stopped and called to her partner. And by then, I don't think Zhang Yana really had any hope of reaching it.
从自己这边放慢，他就怼一拍就行，准备一拍就行，没问题啊。困难主
Yeah,
要来自于自
Li
己啊，
So-hee
没问题。
starts to move and then stopped.
跳一跳，蹦一蹦啊，跳一跳，蹦一蹦。
Yeah, what was it I was saying about Chinese players, their defence in this match so far? Not just getting it back,
漂亮啊！
driving it back or blocking it back, which turns their defensive play into an opportunity to move forward and
没问题啊，主要
play
加一
an
番自己的
attacking
精力啊
shot。there. They didn't need another shot. The drive defence was enough. Yeah, and look at the body language. Looks dispirited.
16
And that's a
false.
question in their minds and in my mind too. How do you break down the defence? How do you win points against this Chinese combination? And now the Koreans
出了
trying
顶
a
了以
little
后就
too
往前跳，
hard
肯
to
定掉。
finish off the rallies, I think, and in doing so they're starting to make mistakes.
17 false.
You've got to keep your patience, you've got to keep working at it. Five straight points for the World Junior Champions.
Turns over. 13 17.
Well, you sort of sense it is now or never as far as the Koreans are concerned. They've got to close down this
没
deficit.
事啊，大胆掉啊，重复掉，别一掉一拍就杀了。
Yeah. That was good play by the Koreans.
16 17.
Nice change of pace. Well, they threw heart and soul into those smashes, especially.
我们现在就掉一拍杀一拍，多掉就行了，把人一直引上来，一直引上来。前面打得很成功了，不敢掉，不用掉的要求太高。
Yeah, is that the longest of the match so far? I think it might be.
重复吊档啊，重复吊档，看网口。慢一点，慢一点。出直线啊，加一板。
Gone long.
第三拍出直线啊。
2 points away from the title.
第三拍出直线。
19, 50.
Landed on the line. Rare lack of understanding between the two Chinese players there.
16, 19.
Both leaving it for the other. Just wide. And again, I like the idea. She's not happy with herself. It's Qingchen.
리턴부터 준비, 리턴부터 받아.
Oh, I do like her thought process and her variation there. Yeah. Giving herself a real telling off. No, in my opinion, she's playing brilliantly. Shuttle drops wide. And 3 match point opportunities for the World Junior Champions, Qingchen and Yifan, to win their first Super Series title as a pair. Going wide. Yes, and the delight, especially for Yifan, a first Super Series title for her, a third for Qingchen, with a third different partner, 2 in the women's doubles, 1 in the mixed doubles. And the World Junior Champions have won the title. And along the way, they've beaten the former world #1s. They've beaten the Olympic silver medalists, the Olympic gold medalists, and today have beaten Zhang Yana and Li Sohee in 2 straight games, 21-16, 21-17. in a match
21-17,
lasting 45
21-16.
minutes. What a performance. What talent. Well, the young boat looked quietly satisfied, I think.
va débuter dans quelques instants.
Well, we've got the prize presentation for the women's doubles coming up in just a moment. Well, Qingchen halfway to becoming only the 7th female player in history to win 2 Super Series titles at the same Super Series tournament in the same year. Here she is, leading out her partner, Yifan. Well, 4 finals now at Super Series level for Chang. And the 4th time she's had to settle for 2nd best.
Les prix seront remis par Denis Ségulia, président du comité national olympique et sportif français. Président de la Fédération française de badminton.
The presentation party being introduced to the fans.
Et Pierre Châtelier, vice-président de la Fédération française de badminton. Mesdames et messieurs, les finalistes de double dada et Yonex internationaux de France. De la Corée, from Korea,
Chang and Lee So-hee. Second time they've been beaten in a Super Series tournament final. Reached the final of their home event in Korea in only their third tournament together last year. But there's obvious disappointment. You know, once again, they have failed to secure a first Super Series title.
Mesdames et messieurs, les vainqueurs du double dada et Yonex internationaux de France, badminton. La Chine,
Chen, Qingchen and Yifan. I wonder how many more times we will see them on top of the podium. I suspect this is the first of what will be many Super Series titles. And to think that prior to this year in Paris, they'd never progressed beyond a quarter-final stage of a Super Series. Well, the winners of the Yonex French Open for a 9th time in the 10 Super Series here at the French Open. It is a Chinese pair that takes the women's doubles title. But for this young Chinese pair, it's their very first as a combination.
Your award ceremony is now over. The following is blue singles, the women's single, the Yonex French Open 2016. La cérémonie de notre médaille est désormais terminée. En quelques instants, nous serons à jour le simple dame de cette 10e édition du Yonex International de France.
So our first final here completed. Next up is women's singles, and Zhang Beiwen making history today, the first player representing the United States of America in a singles Super Series tournament final, male or female, that is. She is creating history. Her opponent, Hebing Jiao, the left-hander, as you can see, is number 7 on that Super Series standings at the moment. The top 8 players, incidentally, have all been in a Super Series tournament final this year. After this week in Paris, the top 4 will remain unchanged, but Hebing Jiao, if she wins today, will move up 2 places from number 7 to number 5, and if she's beaten in today's final, she'll only go up 1 place. Carolina Marin, who pulled out of this year's event, will go down 1 place, and she will be overtaken by the current number 10. So the number 9 and 10 will change places. Well, as far as the women's singles draw is concerned, at quarter-final stage we had 2 players from China and 2 from Chinese Taipei. 6 different nations involved, and only 4 of the 5 seeds that started. By semi-finals, it was just 2 seeds that remained, but here we are in the final, and neither player was seeded. An unseeded final here at the French Open. Well, what an occasion for Zhang Beiwen. A first ever Super Series tournament final. First ever American in a singles Super Series final. She's up against Hebing Jiao of China.
La finale de simple dame, le singles, le final